everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I have the overview for episode 3 of Star Wars The Acolyte, and unfortunately my predictions were completely wrong, because this was a flashback episode, specifically to 16 years before The Acolyte takes place on the planet Brandok, covering how May ended up dying, along with her entire witch coven, which I'll cover in a moment, and how Osha, or Osha as she's now being pronounced, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name properly, it's being pronounced a couple of different ways, but it does cover how she ends up in the hands of the Jedi Order. Now, we start the episode off with a very young Osha on Brandok, sitting by a tree with a butterfly, and then we see the butterfly get held in place and seemingly ending up in quite a bit of pain. Turns out that's May. Yeah, it seems she has a bit of a dark streak from a very young age. Eventually Osha tells May to let the butterfly go. She does, begrudgingly. Not begrudgingly, but more of, ugh, fine, and lets it go. And then we meet Mother Coral, who was one of May and Osha's protectors on the planet Brandok in their witch coven. And then eventually we do meet May and Osha's mother, and then of course we learn that she is the leader of this coven, who are Force-sensitive, by the way. They are Force-sensitive witches. By the way, they are not linked with the Night Sisters. They are not Night Sisters. They're a whole new coven, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Unfortunately though, spoilers, they don't last the episode. Well, May starts a fire, as we knew from last week, which ends up destroying the temple of the coven and everyone in it except for Osha and May, as we know. How May survived is still pretty unclear, because when May fell, she had a pretty large drop, so how she did survive, I don't know. I'm assuming she used the Force in some way. But then, also earlier on in the episode, we see that May and Osha are about to take on what's called the Ascension to officially become witches of this coven. But while that ceremony's going on, the Jedi show up. Specifically, Master Inara from the last episode, well, from the first episode, Master Soul, Master Kalnaka, and, at the time, Padawan Torbin, who of course became Master Torbin, who we saw die in the second episode last week. And then eventually they get to, well, they find out that May and Osha exist, and then Osha throughout the episode doesn't want to become a witch. Like, she makes that very massively known. And when the Jedi approach, she says that she actually wants to become a Jedi. And then, the Jedi take May and Osha onto their ship to do a test. Well, the aptitude test, the Force aptitude test that we saw back in episode 1 with Anakin. So Torbin gave them the blood test, and then they had the pictures on the pad saying what is on this screen, even though they couldn't see them, through the Force. That's how they'd figure out what the picture is. They were told to lie by their mother. May did, Osha didn't. And then of course we know May went on to become, well, a dark side acolyte, and then Osha became a Jedi for a while, eventually left the Order, as we know, and then that's kind of where the episode ended. We see the fire happen, and then we see May escape somehow, we see Osha go with a Jedi, and that's where the episode ended. So, no Kofar in this episode, no Master Kalnaka in the current day at least, but I'm hoping that next week we do get the episode that I predicted in my predictions video the other day. Anyway guys, oh, and one other thing, the Brandok moons. The O in the Acolyte logo, as you'll see on the thumbnail, is actually the Brandok twin moons, which I think is really cool. But yeah, anyway, that's it for this video guys, so please, like the vid, sub to mine and Roxanne's channels. Her link is down in the description, my button is down there. Please click both of those and then the bell icons to get both sets for notifications. Comment as well, because why not, and let me know what you guys thought of this episode of The Acolyte and what your predictions are for next week. Or if you want to save that for next week's predictions video, please do so. Once you've done that too, please follow me on my social medias. They'll be down in the link tree in the description below that. It's going to be Roxanne's website, And lastly, please do share this video with all of your friends so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Goodbye!